I said salute to the untouchable True School Sports empire.
That's
Taking
right,
over
the untouchable.
not only the South Florida boxing scene, but the worldwide boxing scene.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The untouchable True School Sports empire proudly presents something the boxing game's been missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, your boy Ryan Garcia, he's back again, stirring up the pot. You know, getting people. Some people are getting hyped, some people are hating. It don't matter as long as you get an emotion. That's what counts in this day and age on social media. But he took to social media on his Twitter. And he said some interesting things in regards to the big fight that supposedly is supposed to happen in April between him and one Gervonta Davis. Now, here's what he stated, and I quote. He said, "Fuck the tune-up. Bring on Tank Davis. I'm sparking him out in 2 rounds." He says, "I've been thinking about it during the time they were figuring out this fight, and I feel the fans and everyone who supports boxing have seen these tune-ups already. It's time to give the fans what they want. Also, he requested a tune-up, not me, so let him handle business. Let's go!" Ryan Garcia, he's saying, look, man, I didn't ask for no tune-up. I wanted to get straight to the smoke. He needs to prepare for me. I don't got to prepare for him. So listen, we're not going to really know, if these two ever do fight, and it is in April, then we'll find out then, what the truth is, because ultimately, the boxing ring is a chamber of truth, and you get found out in there. But this is a fight that I really hope gets done in 2023. Boxing needs this fight in a major way. One thing about it, I know Ryan Garcia has pulled a lot of publicity stunts and whatnot, and it's turned people off. Like there was the whole Manny Pacquiao exhibition thing and whatnot. So there's definitely reasons to think that Ryan Garcia is on some straight bullshit. But listen, if the man feels like he don't want to tune up for Tank and he want to just get straight to the smoke, then so be it. I really look the attitude he's taking, where he's saying fuck the tune up. That's kind of how I felt about Crawford Spence 3-4 years ago. I was like, man, fuck getting all the belts, forget all these fights. We know who the 2 best guys are. Get to the work, get to the smoke, get to the fight, and I feel like that's the attitude he's taking now. Ryan hasn't fought since when? He fought Tego. And who did he fight after Tego? He fought Fortuna. He fought Fortuna, and that was like, that had to be like the middle of this year. I don't remember. Time just going by. I'm getting all my time jumbled up. But, Fortuna was some months ago. And if he is to fight Tank by April, I'm going to assume it's been at least 6 months or more. Ideally, look, speaking from a boxing standpoint, it would be good for Ryan Garcia to take a fight in between just for the sake of, keeping match fit, having your timing in order, because that's the one thing, right? It's good, like, being objective. It's good to talk tough on social media and get people fired up and get people pissed off and wanting to see you get knocked out, and some people are going to root for you, whatever the case may be. But the reality is, the main thing that will suffer for a boxer, and the main reason why activity matters for a fighter, it's for timing. Your timing is the main thing that gets affected when there's any sort of ring rust. So that's why whenever a fighter struggles because of ring rust, it's due to their timing being off. But listen, I truthfully think Ryan Garcia, people may think I'm being delusional, but I've always thought that when it comes to Gervonta Davis, like, Ryan Garcia means everything he says about Gervonta Davis. Why do I say that? Because you got to understand what Ryan Garcia is motivated by. Because he told you his damn self what he's motivated by. Ryan Garcia is not motivated by belts. He's not motivated by going undisputed. He even said himself, we're in the era where nobody cares about belts and things like that. It's about who you beat. And beating Gervonta Davis would make me the most influential person in the boxing game, in the boxing industry. So that's what drives him, the desire to be the biggest name and the biggest attraction in boxing. I feel like that's what drives him, and that's what beating Tank would ultimately do for his boxing career. So when he gets here and he starts speaking about what he believes he will do against Tank, I believe that he believes that. Now, it's ultimately up to him to prove what he can do, because there are some things technically that Ryan Garcia does need to tighten up on. Gervonta Davis is, 5 inches shorter than him, and he's significantly smaller than him. We know this, but You know, anybody who's followed Tank for years, you've seen it in fights, and you hear the stories about Gervonta Davis in the gym knocking out middleweights and 54-pounders and these big guys 4 or 5 weight classes bigger than him. He punches differently. He has a different sort of torque on that and leverage that he gets in his punches. And not so much just that. It's also, like he said in his recent interview, he stated that it's not just the power that I have, it's a technique. The manner in which I throw my punches that really ultimately matters. Anybody who's boxed on any level, whether it be amateur, professional, or just sparring at the gym, technique matters. Technique is everything. Your fundamentals matter, and he's got great fundamentals so far as when it comes to your power punches, whether it be the hook, the uppercut. Tank gets great leverage, and it has great fundamentals. So, man, the plot thickens. Ryan Garcia talking his shit. Hopefully for his sake, listen, hopefully for his sake, Ryan Garcia is continuing to sharpen up on that boxing ability, because he's got a height advantage, he's got a reach advantage, and I think his key to victory is to exploit that reach advantage and make Tank have to come in and catch him on something coming in, because he's not rolly. He's a taller guy. I had that interview last year with Lydell Rhodes, who's a good professional fighter, and he sparred like Devin, Tio, Shakur, all these guys. Ryan, and he was saying about Ryan, and not just him, but a couple people I've talked to who have sparred him. The main thing I always hear is that Ryan Garcia's jab, being that he's a taller man, is very shocking. You know, he doesn't get the credit for his boxing ability, but he has had a better jab than people would say. And that's not me saying that. That's the guys that been in there with him. So we know that it's one thing to talk about how it is from the outside, but when you're in there, it can look very different than it does on the outside. So I'm not going to ramble too much longer, because I do have a live to get prepared for. Make sure you guys join us for our 2 live fight reactions today. I'll be live for Chris Benoit-Smith versus Ahmed Jojai in the afternoon, the UK card. And then at night, we will be live for Frank Martin versus Michel Rivera, which figures to be a really good fight. And the winner of that fight could potentially be a Tank opponent in 2023. So we'll see what happens. But let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think Ryan Garcia is bluffing? And do you think Gervonta Davis should just forego the Hector Luis Garcia fight and call his bluff? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys. Thank you for watching another video on the untouchable True School Sports Empire. For more great boxing content just like this video, click right here and make sure you subscribe. Much love from sunny South Florida.